beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize, right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool house
are.
is torn apart, okay? It's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam, okay? I'm no better than you.
I'm sorry, but don't you guys find it kind of creepy that a 40-year-old man
To me, it's funny. He's a YouTuber. He wears a Dr. Doom mask. He interviewed Tommy.
In all of their videos because they're afraid to show their pale white face. I don't know. That seems a little suspicious to me.
Yeah. Let me get Max in here. Oh, no, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. Oh, no. I should never have allowed it to happen. I'm already regretting it. No,
especially some dude just wearing a mask all the time screaming at the camera.
Mad Max is here. Never thought I'd see you in my chat. Great costume drawing. Thanks.
Rich, long time. Please take off your shirt and show us some saggy melon.
Yeah!
And please, with some Finnegan Fox enthusiasm,
Yes!
show us on the floor. Oh, God, I see what you did there. You said, I like saggy melon.
Oh, there you go.
But, like, it just...
Hard at work.
This
is hard at work.
Messed up now.
Where's your boss?
Saggy, hold on.
Go get your boss. Go get your boss.
At work.
I need your clout.
Chasing off of me, bro.
I need your clout. Oh wow.
I'm at work. You see, I'm working. I'm trying to
get ready. Get ready for the
live now. While I'm trying to get my job.
There's a reason for that. Get ready for the cancellation live in person.
Get ready for the cancellation. Yeah, you know about to get canceled. You already know.
Mom!
Yes, honey?
It happened again!
Did you have your mask on?
I always have my mask on.
Oh, I'm not on.
I already told you. I was watching your other stream. You're like, I hope someone shows up. Listen, I'm backing down. I don't have. I can't take the melons.
You don't want this. You don't want
this.
You don't.
I don't know.
You don't.
I know you're stocking shelves. Oh wow, you're
smoke. You do not want to mess with.
See, the accusations were false. Someone said you're doing a lot of texting network. And she's stalking.
Doing a text at work, damn right, because this is my job.
No,
I'm doing my job while we're talking. So
you know what the
multitasking.
You know what the reality is? She was texting watching YouTube, and then she's like, "I'm going live. I better stock shelves."
Yes, Tommy Telleriso.
Telleriso. Oh my God!
All right. Restart the stream. Restart.
Nice chatting with you. I'll see you guys later.
Jeremy, I just reached 5K.
Well, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
It really doesn't matter.
While you're here, if you'd like to consider memberships, it's only 99 cents.
Rip away, my friend. Rip away.
Because, man!
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, my amigos. Like Tommy Uyamika says, yes. What's this about? Well, what are you talking about? Andy Signor was laughing. You still use him. You talked to Andy? Oh, wow. Okay. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean? Is Atari Creep mad at me too? I know Relic is pissed on Twitter. And I'm not getting into war with them. I don't care, but I do have an update. Maybe I'm late to the party. Maybe someone else realized already. But there's some shenanigans going on with the pre-orders that are, remember Intellivision had pre-orders up? They've taken that off their site. And yeah, now it's only up. You can pre-order again in Canada only. Like, what the hell is going on? Why are we still doing this? Oh, he had nothing but nice things to say. Bro, he's streaming now. I turned into a stream. I didn't say hi or anything, but I was only listening to her a little bit. And it's the typical, I'm tired of this community. I don't know. I didn't know anything was about me, though. Does anyone have a clip? I don't want to get in a fight with anybody. I really don't. Hey, Luke's Awakening. There is a slight update. I don't plan on going too long. If Bro is available to pop in, you have the link. No, don't sell your Wii U. Oh, he's mad at you? That's okay. He could be mad at you. I don't care. Get those likes up, please. Evil streams. Okay. All right. Let me at least show you. And the purpose of this is not to start a fight with Relic, but Relic wants to start a fight with me, apparently, calling me a piece of shit. You know. He says I'm evil, and I'm doing this just for the clicks. Listen, streaming about the Amico on my channel that's mostly focused on movies, movie talk, and gaming and entertainment doesn't really necessarily help my channel. It's just it's therapy because I'm sick of what's going on still. And I was happy to let it just die, but they're not letting it just die. They are not letting it just die. So, where? On Intellivision? I just checked and I couldn't. Let me go back here. I see the packs are available. I can't pre-order. Continue shopping. I can't pre-order a console on Intellivision.com. Did not mention me. Okay, we'll just be mad at Retro Bro. Yes. Okay, well. What, for 0 cents? For $0 again? Yeah, I was gonna show you guys that what the hell is going on. Have they learned nothing? Because do you honestly think that they are going to be able to fulfill this with the retail partners? So my angle with this video is, are they still allowing you to pre-order on Intellivision.com? We know they're not in the United States for GameStop and Best Buy, but apparently they have started to pre-orders on Best Buy Canada and GameStop Canada again with a release date that is subject to change. I just don't with the new price. It's not like it's the old pre-order. It's the new price. So I don't know what the hell they're doing. I don't think they know what the hell they're doing. This is so inconvenient for the consumers. It's all over the place. Yeah, you can still buy the physical games, but I do not see the link about where you could pre-order directly on Intellivision.com if you're in the US. Maybe I should click on the US. I don't know. I don't know. Let me show you just a little bit of what Relic doesn't like me anymore. He calls me disgusting. He says this is what is disgusting with people on YouTube, all using this for clicks. I'm not using my relationship with Intellivision to get free product, at least not anymore. Yeah, I got a t-shirt and a mug and stuff, and I believe I have more integrity than those that stand by lies. Who is Relic to call out my integrity? I'll tell you what. And again, I have to preface this. I don't want to start a war with Relic. But if there's anyone on the pro side that's caused more bad press than Intellivision themselves, it's Relic Gamer. Because he can't help himself but get involved with everything. And if there's any critics that aren't the toxic ones, if anyone thinks who's the most toxic and most annoying troll on the pro side, it's Relic Gamer. I haven't caused more issues than you have, dude. You've caused more issues. And if you are an investor, and I'm not claiming you are, but I do know you're well off, and that's great. You make trips, you go all over the place, that's great. And I'm happy for you and your family. And I wish nothing but the best for you and your family. But I think you're a conflicted, compromised investor. And that's why you're so obsessed with what other people say about the Amico. Relic's insane. No, you can. It just depends on which console. Don't get the black one. The white one's still available. The black one's sold out. All right. Let's get this here. And then he said, let me see what else he says. I don't know. He was. I told him I would talk to him behind the scenes or on stream anytime if he really has issues with me, but he's declined. Okay, so let me get to my notifications. Oh, here it is. It's in my notifications. All right. Don't worry, you can always run to your creepy followers that feed off Draba for empathy votes, Winky Face. Typing this comment during the stream, trashing these people. Did I trash them? No, I did not. I said I have issues with them, and I feel like I was critical of Mike, saying that he's cringe, which he is when he says, I don't care what other people think. I don't care. I'm getting my console and I don't care. It's like a child. It's like a child, and no way to and if you are how many freaking times do you say you were or still considered an industry professional? Very unprofessional. And this is why people hate Access Media nowadays. Case in point, Next Level Gaming Mike Mullis. I still wish him the best for his family, but if you hear the whole argument on the internet the last 5 years about shills and Access Media, he is the reason. He is the stereotype of someone that's worked in the industry, is full of themselves, and can't really behave like an adult when they have actual criticism, Exactly. I don't do what you want. I wouldn't do it. I'm keeping what I have. But here's a bigger image here. Typing this comment during your streams, trashing these people, especially with the thumbnail, is all anyone needs to prove what a piece of shit you are. Get a life. I have a life. I'm happy with it. All I said was this was the thumbnail. Oh, do I still have the thumbnail? I said lies and distractions, ? And then I also had show proof of life. Show proof of life that you're doing something with the company, with the console, and with the games. And I think that's pretty accurate. I'm very calm today. All right. So enough of that. But let's get to the website. I still can't find on Intellivision.com where Retro Bro said in the chat that he could still pre-order. This is just a mess. Because why do I say it's a mess? Because how do these retail partners still agree to this, to put this on their site? I know GameStop and Best Buy in the US would never put this back up. It's not available. Here's what it says. $339.99 Canadian. Sold and shipped by Best Buy. Release date December 31st, 2022. Only 3 left. The black Keller is out of stock. This will be delivered early as January 3rd, 2023. Where did it on the other one it said release date subject to change, but this one it doesn't. Why are they doing this now? Why are they putting this up with the new price? The new price with, I know websites put that date for quarters. They usually put a date for the end of a quarter in there. But why are they doing this again to their customers just to get disappointed? Again, if they actually deliver on that, I will take an L just for this criticism. But who here thinks in the chat that this is plausible at all? Multiple colors. And I think they are selling the Galaxy Purple. Hold on, let me minimize this too. I think they are now selling the Galaxy Purple on Best Buy Canada. Let me see here. No, they're not. Okay. Only the white one is still available. The black is sold out. But available for pre-order is the white one. Okay. I'll show you. I thought there was a link when I was researching it earlier that there was Galaxy Purple. There's just these two. Here's just to show you. There's one review. Is that Relic? Customer review. Who reviewed this? Hope this comes out soon. Can't wait to get my hands on it in the family too. LOL. Quality, excellent. Wow. All right. Amico console, 2-time wireless controller, 6 premium games, Astro Smash, Shark, Skiing, Cornhole, Farkle, and soon to be announced 6th game. They already announced it. 2 times wrist lanyards, power adapter, HDMI cable. Okay, so that is not available. And this one is. If I have more time, yes, I did see that video. I saw that. And I thought I would check out GameStop too. The Republic page is still down. This is so weird. What are they doing? I wouldn't pre-order here. What happened to the ones where Intellivision.com where you can pre-order for zero down? Do you really believe that, not Lucky Day? Do you actually believe that they're going to accommodate these pre-orders, this adding to cart? You're paying 100% up front. Do you actually think you're gonna have to wait to get your refund when it doesn't happen? Why are you asking my credit score? No, Mass Vigilante, I like you, and you're a member, but I'm not telling people my credit score. But it's not. But bro, it's not going to happen though, right? Do you honestly believe this is any sign of life that they're going to try to fulfill? And it's going to be before the end of the year and only 3 left? Maybe potentially, if you want to give them the benefit of the doubt, maybe they are doing a small run for retail fulfillment too. And then once they see people getting it through a retail store, because the relationship with the consumer is so fucking broken that people didn't even pre-order for $0. Maybe they'll do a small run through one region like Canada. So yeah, OEB, whatever the hell he is now, can also get one and pay for it. And then once they see people actually getting the product, if they actually do go into manufacturing, people will feel slightly more confidence that this pre-order directly at Intellivision.com and pay up front. Because if they try to tell, no, hell no, what the hell? Oh, you're trying to get a bet. You're trying to get an Amico. No. I was being funny. Are you getting on here, bro? Can you? don't open every Canadian. Leave some Canadians closed. So maybe that could be something. If they do actually manufacture, they're going to do a small retail fulfillment. So to gain confidence back and people start getting them and then put up a full price pre-order on Intellivision.com instead of $0. Remember that $0 bullshit? I don't think that's happening. Yeah, I got number 4. Okay. Until I see, yeah. Intellivision is gearing toward asking for balance due of pre-orders money. Maybe, but I just don't think it. I still don't think it's happening. You want to come on the show? Yeah. I wasn't fast enough with the. Okay, so let's look at GameStop, and then I'll have to look at GameStop has a European site too, don't they? And so does Best Buy. Best Buy Europe, is there Best Buy Europe a thing? I don't know. Hold on. Let me bring up and I'll show you what I'm getting on. I'll show you what I'm getting on the Intellivision site. Who's going to pay them up front anymore, except through these retail sites? The trust is more with the retail sites than Intellivision. So we'll let it. It's a yo-yo. We can't. We're all our pre-orders got canceled because we can't communicate with our retail partners, and now they're back on retail partners. And then the people that signed up through the site are probably not going to get an opportunity to get their pre-orders. It's a fucking mess. It is. Okay. So here is on the GameStop site. Let me. It's available to add to cart. Release date subject to change. They also have the 12/20/31. Oh, free shipping. No. Let me see if they have anything else. So maybe it. Oh, hey, bro.
Yo.
Doing? What are they doing?
I have listen.
Yeah.
I've stopped trying to figure them out for months now. The only thing I'm trying to do at this point is just offer some valid criticism that may come off to some people as like disparaging content or hateful content. Yeah. Well, and that's what happened. I don't want to say I told you so, but I knew the second this happened that they were going to do this to you.
I don't need the new Amico content. It's therapy for me now. And I consciously tried to get away from it. And I did. I was out. I didn't have to come back. It'd probably be better for me if I left it alone.
Well, I mean, it's good to mix it in.
Yeah.
But
actually, all 3 are available on GameStop Canada, which is weird. They can't fulfill all 3, even if they were going to try. All 3 colors and controllers on their own.
Well, according to Smash, they were in talks with an investor that can essentially probably fund this. This is allegedly based on what we know. It sounds like they're maybe in talks with a potential investor who would give them money for some degree of manufacturing, but they've been trying to do that since February.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why anyone would believe they can suddenly do it now, but they couldn't months ago when it was much more realistic at the beginning of the year that this thing was going to come out than it is now.
Yeah. Does Best Buy have a European website? I don't know.
They do, but I don't know how to access them. There was a video by
GameStop. I could access that one. GameStop Europe. I want to see if it's okay. Yeah, GameStop Europe. Hold on a second here. No, it's something weird. Never mind. I don't know, but I couldn't find it. We'll probably have to get someone else more proficient in the internet than me to find out what other sites it's available for pre-ordering on. But that is the new price. That is the new price. And then you said you could still access where you pre-order on Intellivision.com, and I could not. I couldn't
That's
find it.
interesting. Yeah, I'm on it right now. I can pre-order if I wanted to. I can pre-order the Galaxy Purple and the wood grain, which is I think is kind of how it was before.
Yeah.
I mean, everything from what I'm showing. The only thing I can't do is make a pre-order if I lived in Canada on their website.
Are you on the Canadian version or the
No,
States version?
no, I'm on the US version. But when I go to pre-orders, it says, "Oh, I'm sorry, it does say North America, US, and Canada." It says one there. So I mean, everything looks fine to me.
I don't get it. I can't find it. All it's coming up is the box edition, so that's it. There's not. I don't even have frequently asked questions or anything.
That looks like it's an issue with your browser, Max.
Oh, maybe because I got my ad block on. Hold on. Let me take that down.
Because there should be like a tool, like a task, almost like a task bar or a search bar at the top where it says Intellivision together on each side of that show. Like Amico, about, subscribe, and invest is still an option. That's funny.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if this points to.
I'm about to turn it off. You could just trust, bro, that it's available still. They didn't discontinue it. And actually, I'm giving Mike props, even though I have like personal like stuff between Mike, and I still wish him the best. I don't, I think he'll do a good job with content. And we did.
I wish they would just be. I don't have any issues with them. I just wish they would be honest with people, because they're not being honest. That's the truth.
Well, we did actually get some. There are some updates that I'm going to share with you via Next Level Gaming, and until Intellivision is able to speak for themselves, this is how we have to get any updates. Honestly, the best place for updates are Tony, Retro Bro.
I'm not a. I'm not
Amico
a good source
Forever,
for an update.
or Mike Mullis, because Intellivision is or two, they're in hiding to deal with their own problems. But there were some updates here, and something that's real that you should listen to. Listen, I'm still subscribed. I know he's not subscribed to me, but I'm not a petty bitch like he is. I'm sorry.
I'm still subscribed to him. I still watch his stuff.
I know, but this is being a YouTuber for so long. People that constantly unfollow, and when they get upset by one little thing, it's just people are so fickle on the internet. It's annoying.
Max, here's the whole ironic thing about it. If he reached out to me today, had a conversation with me, and talked to me and gave me his point of view, I'd be more inclined to maybe give him a little bit of a pass. And maybe even come on a video and say, you know what, I was wrong.
Oh, thank you, Tommy. I did it because some of my content that I do, some of the sites, I go through a lot of sites for I don't usually do that, but yeah. There's a site that I play a game on that has so many ads I can't even play the freaking game. That we do a movie talk game for. Flick chart. It wasn't even working. But here's an update. Basically, I'll tell you the two updates here. I think he was referencing one of your criticisms. He's like, well, one thing that I really applaud him for doing is he said he tested the boxed edition redeeming on the RFID and it works. He wasn't really enthusiastic about how fast the process was, though. Honestly, it didn't seem like snappy. Honestly, from what we'll hear there. And then at 50 minutes in, he then refers to, I think, your criticism, a lot of people's criticism, that because you said you had confirmation that DJC is waiting for after Mike. And he said, no, that's not true. DJC is getting his own separate console. It's not the one I have. That's what he claims. So that's something. But I still would like proof
He
of
also
life from these
Max,
pilot. Yeah.
Max. He also in that same video, in that same stream, said somebody had asked if they knew where these where these units were
He
being
said,
made.
I don't care.
And he said, I don't care, and it's not relevant. Well, that's fine if he doesn't care, because we
It
know
is
he just wants to
relevant.
play.
I don't.
But it is 100% relevant.
I honestly don't care either, as long as they do it. But
No, it's relevant, Max, because if they don't have, if these weren't, say, assembled on like their manufacturing line, then it tells me they still don't have a manufacturing partner and they still need money.
Yeah. Okay. True. All right, let's
Also, I thought he was under an NDA. How is he talking about this for like 40 minutes on his show? And
because honestly, me and you have both cast a lot of doubt on the purpose of this. Is not really to test; it's more to promote and keep it alive. Keep the one Amico show that is left talking about Amico, the only source of news about Amico, still going, and to catch another investor.
yeah.
And I doubt that they have a lot of units out there going to people. I still doubt that they said it to anyone else except Mike and DJC. And I have my doubts still that these were made on a line, a pilot line or anything. Oh, these are the pilot ones. I'm like, prove it. You just may arbitrarily say that, and there's a lack of consistency of what type of unit it is. They like going back and forth. And also, I did cast doubt that he didn't like beg for this console. Honestly, that's my opinion. I know he wants one.
I've got a video coming out.
Yeah.
That it's going to be probably available in the next hour or two. To pretty much, yeah, you'll see.
But it's a little disingenuous. They call in my credibility. It's a little disingenuous to suggest, oh, they liked what I was doing, and that's just how it happened.
Well,
it wasn't that organic. It was not that organic.
Well, for as much as they say that Intellivision, they have been transparent, they really haven't been. Because I believe that Mike and DJC, they know a lot more than what they lead on to know. Because I'll tell you, man, when I was talking to Phil back in February, Mike talked to Phil every single day. Every day. This wasn't like he called him occasionally. They talked every day about the inner workings of what was going on.
Well, here's what happens, Play with Wolves. I'll answer this for you. So the moment you start criticizing, Saggy was absolutely right that some of the people on the pro side gossip like schoolgirls, and they will go and convince everyone else. There's a few bad apples that spoil the bunch. They'll go and convince everyone else. Did you hear this? One of them, without a doubt, I think is Relic. And I think that's how, honestly, a lot of the bad stuff, even though Tommy made mistakes, it's that constant Relic in the ear. Did you hear about this person say this, and causing all kinds of issues on message boards? You thought Tommy was on the line too much? Woo! Relic has caused so much bad press on the pro side. And anyone that's even a little critical and that total dismissive, I don't care what you think, is so fucking cringe for a reporter in the industry. And that's why the way we're here. Draconovia, no problem. No need to apologize. I made mistakes. I distanced myself. I didn't have to come back, but I want to because it's the same old shit. Now, if they do the impossible, if people start getting their consoles by the end of the year, it doesn't erase this clusterfuck, but it's something. It's something. If they actually accomplish that, I just don't think it's happening, and I don't know why. My main issue with today's video is I don't know why they're going back to the retail partners in Canada with GameStop and Best Buy and putting it up for pre-order yet again with the new price if they don't have manufacturing set in place. Because even if they started manufacturing now, it's going to be months before they get fulfillment. And they're just setting themselves up for disaster and bad PR yet again. That's my point of this video. That's why I said, why this again? Why, unless you know you're ready to manufacture, are you reaching out to your retail partners, the ones that'll still have you, and setting up for failure and disappointment once again? Unless you're ready to get the line rolling, right? Now, maybe they are, but who here thinks they are? I don't. I think they're setting themselves up for another big disappointment. And yes, someone just put a pre-order in this week in Canada, Best Buy Canada.
Yeah. Well, you know, they talk about the next step in the process, and I'm thinking if they had a legitimate process, why would you need to send these out to two very small YouTubers who aren't qualified, by the way, to do beta testing? I'm sorry. They might be nice guys, they might be fans, but they are not testing these units for Intellivision. If Intellivision needed these units to be tested, there's nothing that Mike and DJC can't tell them that an actual company that does this for a living wouldn't tell them.
They could provide free labor and them have to deal with all the bullshit. And they're willingly willing to do this, to produce content, to keep their podcast going, and to deal with all the brunt of the problems, because they're not actually officially saying anything. They're not saying anything on the investment sites, email, nothing.
Their rebuttal to that is, well, they did say something. They said something in the last update when they said they were getting these units out to influencers and testers.
Yeah. Well,
that's their rebuttal. I don't agree with that, because I think if this is actually an important step in the process and this means something and it has some validity to it, I think, like, if this was a real win for Intellivision, they'd be gloating it from the mountaintops. And they're not doing that.
Right.
They're willing to let two small YouTubers essentially take the fall, because there's a very high risk that this thing is going to fall flat on its face.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but a lot of that flack will go to Mike and Chuck.
Yeah, and they can't. How can they release another video on a Intellivision YouTube channel? They can't. This is the only way they get some positive content out there.
Well, as far as I know, they don't have anybody working for them to do that anymore.
Well, you know, Tommy and Alvarado, they could film themselves on the phone and release it. It doesn't have to be well produced. You know? Mullis influences people to watch shows better than his. I still like him. I would still buy him a beer. I would even hang out with Relic. But they're the ones calling me piece of shit. I didn't call them piece of shit. I said I have issues with their willful ignorance and standing by lies when people are losing money. This isn't a game anymore. It's not just, oh, you're upset and you're criticizing a children's toy. No. What other company went to the public to fund their project like this? And I wouldn't care as much if go ahead.
Not only that, Max, but you look at all the other instances where these things have happened to a degree, maybe not quite on this scale. The Arcade 1-Up community is a very good example of this. They were recently called out for doing some shady, shilly stuff, and a lot of them just manned up, and it was like, yeah, you know what? I kind of fucked up there, and kind of backtracked a little bit on it.
Breaking news. This is hilarious. This is exposed right here. Breaking news. This is hilarious. Wait till you see this. Man, is he insane. Listen, Relic, I know you were watching. What does this do except you watched my video? What the? Poor Retro Bro can't. He's laughing. We're the clowns. He's the one watching us right now, taking a picture. What does this picture prove?
It means he's just obsessed with it as much as anybody else is.
Oh, here's Turbo Joe. No exclusives which is all he wanted from day one. No, I would. I got my
Why
t-shirt.
Relic still has me blocked? So since he's listening, I mean, if you're gonna talk smack, at least unblock me.
I would have liked like a game code or something when we were on good terms. I know for a fact speaking out against the Amico means I will never, if it comes out and Video Games Live comes back, if I want to see it, I'm in my regular ticket. I'm not getting behind the scenes nothing. I'm not getting anything else. I know exactly what this means by criticizing. Well, I don't care. I know I want it, just so you guys know, I wanted to send him my boxes to get them signed, my boxed editions. I know that's not going to happen either. And I'm not crying about it. I just know it's not. It's just not going to happen once you criticize them. Won't happen. I'm not going to get my stuff signed, except for the founders. I think founders, they have to sign it. I think that was part of it. I don't know.
Well, Tommy said he was going to sign him. He was going to fly to China and sign it on the assembly line. I don't think that's happening now either.
Yeah.
But, you know, Max, you make a good point. Is these guys are emotionally invested in this.
They're compromised, emotionally compromised.
So it's like politics, man. Like some people are very heavily emotionally involved in politics. And when you speak bad about their guy or their woman, they take it as a personal insult. This is
Turbo Joe's saying, I was only in it for this. What the fuck does he know? I still have my pre-orders. I bought the boxed editions just like every one other customer. I'm still waiting like every other customer. And I said, I'm keeping mine just in case. And then me and John are going to do some content already.
Well, everybody has different reasons. There's people who are fans of Intellivision that did pre-order and then maybe canceled because they didn't like the way it was going. So does that mean they don't have an opinion anymore?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's like a scapegoat.
I would probably buy most of their games that they release. You know, I had 3 consoles pre-ordered. I'm down to 2 not because I canceled, because they fucked up and GameStop canceled my order. I never canceled a pre-order. I bought everything they put out. I spent $400 on it. I'm not just looking. Listen, if I was really looking for access, I would have done so much Amico content on my channel. I covered it when I wanted to, when I could, I'm not mainly a video game channel. I covered it when I could, when there was something to talk about. But I was even when I was in the group, I was way down the list of getting anything. Absolutely nothing. Even if I was still on the positive side, I wouldn't have got shit because I just don't cover it enough.
Well, I mean, these guys aren't very consistent with their criticism because they're like, "Oh, bro's just mad he didn't get one." I'm like, "What are you talking about? I would have gotten one if I would have continued the charade. If I really wanted one that bad, I would have just continued the nonsense for Intellivision." And pretty much,
I actually want to give Mike applause for getting this answered. Now, it's up to you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought all right. It's up to you if you believe him or not that it's working, but this is a very important part of this stream here. I'm not going to play the whole stream, is that the RFID in the box edition works, which I think a lot of people out there had concerns, right?
No, I kind of figured that. That's not hard to make working. All you have to do is put a code on it and point it to a store.
Yeah, but it's also in television, so people were wondering if they actually do manufacture and they get their console, are they going to be able to redeem their boxed editions? All right.
I thank everybody who's had a chance to watch it. If you haven't, it's on the channel.
Yes,
it gives you a chance.
That's good news
to kind of see the.
Although
he
didn't seem confident about the process, though. He just says it works. That's it.
But I might save that for later because I have had people ask, well, Seth had it on his lap. You kind of held it up a little bit, but can you show it a little closer, right? So I can
need to speed
show
this
you.
up
now,
here.
What I can't.
Hey, we got 41 people watching, only 13 likes. Come on, everyone.
Explain, because if you're watching content and you're seeing people, and they're out there, because people, it's funny. I don't go looking for it because I honestly don't care. and
he
say
cares.
those things.
He
and I
can't.
know-
He
I
can't
know
show
Nick's
it
mad at me,
working.
but I really
We
honestly
just have to
don't.
take his word for
But
it.
people just feed this to me. Hey, Mike, just thought you should know. Here's a link. And I'm like, yeah, okay, it's expected. But I have gotten some legitimate questions in our unboxing videos, some things that people wanted to know. There are things I can say. There are things I cannot say.
We know.
For example, and I will answer the question.
Very long-winded. Get to the point.
Nupture. All right, he said, what games came on it? What games came loaded on your Amico? Can't tell you that. I can tell you I'm playing games. I can't tell you.
Hey, Dark Knight Rider.
I can't tell you what I'm playing right now. Will that change in the future? I don't know. But I can't tell you that. I also I can't show any gameplay or anything at the moment. What I can
That is
do
part of the plan, though. Did you notice that there at the moment? This is when I'm not hating on them for that, but I there's a lot of reasons, and I think that at the bottom of the list is bug testing. Honestly, is my opinion.
A little bit more about a couple of things that we've tested and what that.
No, it's not.
What works.
Protoss.
So let me see. Let me do this. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit here, and I'm gonna add. Let me add you guys.
No, he gives an update. He claims that it's not the same unit.
Talk as well.
They each have their own unit. They don't have to share one.
All right. All right, Peter, say something real quick.
I'm saying something real quick.
Peter, did I lose you?
I can hear him.
Oh no, now you can't hear them at all. All right. So all right. I don't know what the hell. I don't get it. But okay.
I wish I had the timestamp of where he says about
the graphite black. This is a
bring
production pilot unit. People have been out there saying this is a development kit. It's development hardware. It's
they just keep changing the name of what it's called every time.
Because they don't know. They get their stories.
No,
straight.
I mean in television too. Like television. Well, this is a different kind of unit. No, because in case they put something on there that they're not allowed to say. I think he likes to sound more professional than he is too. Like, oh, I can't really tell you. But we pretty much know the games that are on there. I would be shocked if there's some amazing new game on there that hasn't been revealed yet. Wouldn't you be shocked? It's probably most likely the same lineup of games we saw in your basement.
Yeah, it's probably the 6 or 7 or whatever it is that's going to be preloaded.
Yeah. I will put you to sleep, Potion Sword Run. Okay.
But here's the reality of it, though. We don't know how far along these games are, Max.
Yeah, we still don't know if they're full-fledged games. And I'm calling you out, bro. When that last time when you were pro Amico, you're like, there's this many finished games. Do you feel confident in that anymore?
No, because that was another thing that I was lied to about. They told me stuff was done. If it's done,
and then it's 93%, and you're like, well, that's not 100%. Secret games he played up. Nah. Cornhole. What's secret games? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean, we could do light ribbing. The Ned Flanders, it is kind of. I don't want to mock him because this is already going to get them their panties in a bunch. But Ned
already has.
Yeah,
Max. You're gonna find Max. You're gonna find out real quick that no matter what you say and how professional you try to be, that doesn't matter to them.
I know.
You'll find out.
Yes.
You'll find out. Don't worry.
Next, well, I might as well just put the next thumbnail with Mike like this. Can someone take this picture for me? I'm going to do a side-by-side of Ned Flanders for the next thumbnail.
I got you.
There you go. Might as well roll with it then, right?
Played at Crayola. No, it's not. I'll show it again.
He says it's not.
Production pilot unit.
He sounds so confident. He's like, no, it's not. There's so many times that you get it.
But it probably isn't. I don't. At first, I thought maybe that I do believe this was a unit that it was either from parts that they had and they hadn't used yet, and they just put the updated UI firmware software on it, et cetera, et cetera. But there was, the ramblings of that it was just one of those units they had sitting around. But there was also, from what I was told, like I said, they were going to be building units in-house. This was what I told, and this kind of goes towards part of the video I'm going to make later. that they had paid for parts to make a small number of units that were going to be going to me, Mullis, DJC, back in like February, and then originally we were going to get them in April or something like that. I think is what the date was going to be. So if you base it on that, that is going along with what I had been told. But we don't know how many units there are.
Be careful, Tommy Amico. I see you've been in the Amico Forever chat again. I don't want you to get.
No, they love him. They love him in there, Max. Funny.
Can I be real? I don't understand why. I like Tommy Amico too, but I'm like, why are they cool with him? I don't want to cause any problems with you, Tommy. But I'm like, okay.
It's strange. It's strange that they're cool with like him and Evil and a couple of the other ones.
I don't want to cause problems with you.
Like
though.
outright troll them, and yet he's like blacklisted me and you at this point.
Well, I don't know. I haven't tried to go in the chat.
Oh, and Saggy, by the way.
Yeah. I think that's why Saggy is so aggressive towards him, because she knows the ones that spread shit are probably him and Relic going around to everyone else. You know what they're doing? It's all about the drama with these people. Oh my God. All you had to do was give an average product and actually release it, and we wouldn't be dunking on this. And we're not dunking on this. We're not. We're just like, come on now. This is ridiculous. Okay. I want to get to the part where he talks about the boxed editions and the
no hardware in it. So this is the last step in what this is.
So you
before
say
it goes to manufacturing.
So you worked out a lot. Right? So you're pretty strong. Do you think
how many steps before manufacturing?
It's got the LED lights on it, right? It's got the LED lights on it. It's got. Now this could be hard to see because it's the black unit. I'm gonna try to shine the light down as best I can, but it has. Sorry guys, it's just hard to see. It's got the ports on it. So it's got the HDMI. It's got the USB-C. It's got the power, and it's got a micro SD. All right. So can you make it orange like a Halloween pumpkin? I will say that the lights work. I can't say yet how they work. I could just say that they do. Here's the controller in its final form. At some point, I will ask them if they'll let me turn it on and show you the screen. I can't. What I can tell you is that the screen is every bit as cool as it was. If you go back to our channel and you look at our Amico Fest 2021 coverage, and all that, the controller works exactly the same. The disc has lights around it. The buttons have lights. These are LED lights that light up those 4 little slots that you see there.
The final launch pad.
It's got the USB-C charger there, and just like the old controller, they didn't do anything with the size or anything. So as I put it in my hand, it fits really nicely. It's got the notch. It's got the notch there that you can set the controller down in, and
absolutely, Justin,
and it fits in there quite nicely. So that's the system.
Yeah, Mike. I also applaud Mike. He got really in shape. I think some bro inspired him too. Not to take credit for. I thought you were inspiring us all to get a little healthier back in the day, but Mike did it. So applause there. Right?
Listen, man, until that man's got something good to say about me, I'm not reciprocating.
Okay, all right.
So, you said whatever.
Allowed to point out. How you doing, Radical?
I've tried, bro. Like I've literally tried.
They announced that. They announced that a year ago. So one other thing that I am allowed to say, because I tested it and I said,
this is the part,
guys, I need to be able to tell people about
yes,
it.
Yes. Okay. This is the good part.
Okay. This you can say. And I preface this by saying, I'm not saying I've played this game, because I cannot say what I have not played, but I just grabbed one of my 8 boxes off the shelf. And so if I grabbed it because the RFID scanner, which is right here in the middle, see that little RFID thing there, is functional. So if there is a game that is on here that you have downloaded and you take, so it's a neat feature. It's not practical for me necessarily, but it's kind of a neat feature. Of course, if you put the card on there and you let it sit for a couple seconds, it will download the game. Go to the store, go to the game for you to download. If not, if the game is already downloaded on there and you put the card on there, it'll go and it'll move the cursor over to the launch, and it'll put it into launch mode, into the game launcher for you. So again, it's not a fairly practical thing, but it does work. But the downloading does work. I can also say I have tested downloading games from the store, and the store is functional. So I know that was something that I wanted to know. as I'm running through the things I wanted to
Did
see
it
on
download though?
this,
Is this what he's saying, that it actually downloaded? It's functional. Because also from the event we were at, they were showing us the store or they were showing us a template, and people were running with that it works. Store is.
I would think that the store probably is functional. It's probably been functional for a while. It's just
because
there's everything else that they've had issues with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Let's skip to the part where he says DJC is getting a separate console, and that's pretty much all I had for this one. 51 minutes. I at least had that saved. Okay.
So we will have them at the same time.
Oh wait.
I know that's something else that was flying out there. No, and
that was it right
Radical
there.
Gamer Guy, it's okay.
All right.
So Chris has a founders. There's multiple people in the chat who have pre-ordered this thing. It's in my best interest because I don't want Peter mad at me. This thing's broken.
No, because if I find something,
right.
like Mike never.
Right? How could you, Mike? No. And no, Hooligan. I'm not sending DJC mine. He's getting a separate one. So we will have them at the same time. I know that's something else that was flying out there. No. And look, Radical Gamer Guy, it's okay. Don't have to be don't have to be sorry, because I get it. And you have to understand, I've been around a long time with video gaming, just like Peter and just like Back, but
we know
I've done this E3 thing.
We know.
I've had my hands on the ill-fated and the good, right? I've had my hands on the Xbox 360. I've had my hands on the Gizmondo. You guys probably, if I said Infinium Labs Phantom console, you probably wouldn't have a clue what I'm talking about, but I do. So
unless you watch the show.
Unless you watch the show. So, hey, Pete, what's going on, man? Ever Canadian?
Ever Canadian.
Spanky, if DJC gets a wood grain, I am going to fly to his house, and I'm going to swap.
Yeah, I believe so too.
He better not get the wood grain. He better not get a wood grain pilot unit. So I might have to make a couple phone calls.
I agree with that.
Anyway, so that's what's going on there. Thank you guys.
Buy your own veneer.
But then then when I have to send it back, then they're gonna go, "What did you do to this thing?"
You can bedazzle it. Is that still a thing?
Dazzle it. Oh my God!
Imagine sending it back to what the heck did Mike do?
My goodness.
Yeah, if I got it, it'd be sent back with a bunch of Cars, Spider-Man, and Disney Princess stickers.
Why won't they return my phone calls? They keep trying.
I think I missed it. Sorry. Whatever. He said it, that DJC is getting his own.
No, you didn't. You didn't miss it. It was in there.
Okay. That's all I had for this one. Any other thing? Promote your video, bro. You said you have a video that you're going to release later?
Yeah, it should be up in like an hour. I'm editing it now, actually.
Oh, you already filmed it. Is it a hot one?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna put them on the spot, dude. I'm gonna make them. I'm gonna tell them like, hey, listen, my goal really in all of this thing is like everyone's like, oh, bro's just jealous. I'm like, no, just be honest, man. Like, just be. I feel like here's the thing, man. I can almost guarantee you, at least Mike knows way more than he leads on. And I think there's a lot of information that he doesn't tell people. And that's the mistake I made in letting this company use me. And I feel like if these guys would just be more transparent and tell people what they knew, then they
got more breaking news. Here we go. This is according to Rella. Breaking news. All right, sorry. Let me bring this up.
Fine.
It's funny watching checking Relic on Twitter while I'm streaming it. They're so active when you're streaming.
Yeah, he has me blocked. I can't see it. So
if I could tell them what I know, they would do a 180 so fast. I just love poking at them. Is rather entertaining. I said earlier, Max would probably make a stream about what I said. So freaking predictable. Listen, if you think you know something and it happens, I'm not going to be,
here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. I was in that same exact boat he's in. All the shit that Phil used to tell me, I would have texted and tweeted and said the exact same thing. I'll show you. I can show text messages.
If he knows they're actually manufacturing them now, great. I will take that L. But it doesn't excuse how we got to this point where the consumer trust is gone. It's completely gone. So if they actually do what they were supposed to do in the first place, that's not a win, but it's something. It's something.
Listen, dude,
Honestly,
I have text messages from Phil
yeah.
that have I just screenshotted it earlier. The damn, hold on, let me find my screenshots.
Listen, even if they are manufacturing having any confidence in this company whatsoever is delusional. Like,
do you know
okay,
who
if they release the console, if they manufacture, do you have any confidence that you're going to see another game past the launch?
I don't know what I see if they go to if they manufacture. I think if they're going to get in. They might. If best case scenario is they might
Look
get
how
enough
long it
money to get
took
some
them to
founders out.
look how
But
they won't.
here's
unless it's a roaring success, they're not going to have enough funds to start new games. It's going to take
if it's a
all the
roaring
money.
success, I will be the first one to go on the internet and eat crow publicly.
I still won't because
But here's the thing. Here's the thing regarding that tweet with Relic. Okay, and I'm going to say this: my phone's going to die. Do you know who Reliance is?
No.
Reliance is a.
Damn it! Phone died. Oh boy.
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you. Okay.
Okay, so Reliance is a company that is worth $230 billion, and they're partial owners of DreamWorks. So back in, I think it was February or March, Phil told me about this potential deal that they had on the books. So I would have said the same thing as Relic back then. But the fact is, and that deal, by the way, fell through. It didn't happen because Reliance didn't see that the company would be profitable. So yeah, I could have went on Twitter at the same time and said, "Oh boy, if I knew what I knew." But the fact of the matter is, all these deals kept falling through and falling through and falling through. So I'd say to Relic, okay, if you knew what you knew, then just say something. Don't try and clown on Twitter that like, oh, look at me, I'm important, I know things, because that does not make you look good. It makes you look silly if and when this thing fails and falls on its face.
This also proves that Intellivision talks to these social media people instead of the people that
Yeah, so why does Relic Gamer, a guy with a couple hundred subs that doesn't make videos, have this information?
I think he's an investor.
But I don't think he is. Why does he have this information but investors don't?
Right.
And that's the same thing with me.
And gloating about it,
Well, and Max, that's one of the reasons why I walked away, because I didn't think it was right that I had the information I had, but consumers and investors didn't have the same access to information.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So Relic's arrogance causes them issues again. Like if you were the investors, I'd be like, why does this Relic gamer know something we don't? Or people that put in all this money.
Yeah. Why doesn't Smash JT privy to that information when he has $10,000 invested into the company?
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, we don't know. Smash might have some info because he says he's waiting 4 weeks, and I don't know all that. But that's all for this stream. Keeping it at a tight hour. I don't plan on covering Amico every day, but I saw that, and no, well, hell, I gotta buy an Amico now. No. He's not gonna. No, the investor. Even if it comes out, the investors aren't seeing any money. Even if it comes out, I'm sorry. And even if it was a functional system at that price point, it's not going to be a roaring success. It's just not. I would love for it to be, but it's just not. Listen, if you need any more proof, the VCS had good support with games, and they're not making any more. That means, you know what?
I heard about that.
The window of opportunity is gone. Look at the Atari VCS. It's not exactly the same, but it's a similar concept, retro reimagined, a more powerful console than it is for like $50 more, and you could probably get it. You could probably get it on discount now for $300, and they're not making them anymore because it's not. They can't sell enough to be profitable. And this too, they're not going to be able to sell enough to be profitable unless they just every game's a physical game now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not going to work. Even when it comes out, they're gonna, if they're not I doubt that the company is actively a company anymore to begin with. But even if it comes out, that's probably going to be it. And I don't want people to lose their jobs, but it's just reality. That's probably going to be it. That's probably why they're delaying it so much. They know when they pay that, if people don't buy it, once the pre-orders, there's not many people that have pre-ordered this still. Most people have canceled their pre-order. People that got the pre-orders canceled on them didn't go back and put another one through Intellivision. Just treading water.
Yeah.
Okay. Go check out Retro Bros video on this later. More to come. And yeah, Relic, I'm glad you're so confident. And and we will wait and see. But I would be shocked. My jaw would be on the floor if they actually pulled us off. That would get my jaw on the floor, not Finnegan Fox. Okay, I'll see you later.